My thought was, I may have lost my life, but if I could have saved other people's lives in the process, scary thought, but I was more than happy to risk my life to save the lives of others. There was families, there was kids inside that bar. It was 7:15 watching the greatest college basketball team ever, Kansas Jayhawks. I had to go in there. So I couldn't let the opportunity of him going in and hurting a family, it wouldn't stand all right with me. I had to do something. So that's why I acted the way I did. Thank you for getting everybody together as a whole, bringing the community together. This is a very, very bad way of it happening, but I'm so grateful that it is actually bringing the community together instead of driving them apart, because this could have easily been the tables flipped and been driving this community apart. And instead it's hopefully not doing that, and it's bringing people together closer, bringing all groups of different ethnicities all together and kind of making everybody whole again, making everybody have faith and love for one another instead of this big divide that we've had for so long. So I just thank everybody for drawing together and supporting me and the other families affected by this. It is such a beautiful thing. I love it. It feels awesome, honestly, to be able to give people a hope that not everybody hates everybody, because with the way the media portrays things these days and just the way everything is happening in this world right now, there's so much hate and there's not enough love. And being able to shed a little bit of light and happiness on a situation for caring for somebody apart from your race, which has been such a big thing lately, and that's not what it should be about in my eyes. It's, like I said before, we're all humans. Let's take care of each other as humans, not a color or a gender or an ethnicity. It's not about that. It's about humans taking care of one another. There've definitely been hard days. It's hard sometimes closing my eyes, but one thing that is wonderful to me is when I get online and I see all this support and the different walks of life coming together and forming a bond that wouldn't have happened normally. It's such a beautiful thing seeing these people get together and just the happiness. Granted, it's a sad time, but the bond that people are now getting from this very unfortunate event, but it's definitely putting things in the right perspective and making the right moves forward. It's just sad that I had to be like this. I'm just glad there is positive and good coming out of it. Better, still a little sore. Glad I finally got that drain out of my lungs. I was a little rough. Now I'm just feeling the aftermath of the bullet lodged in my ribs over here, but all in all, a lot better. Just thankful to be alive. So it doesn't feel good, to be put it a nice way. It's definitely an odd feeling. I figured, I mean, all the movies are like, oh yeah, they pull it right out, but I guess that's not the way to do it. So it's definitely odd. It's not pleasant, to say the least. So I'm just thankful that it's all right if it's in there. So if that's what they say, that's what the doc says, that's what the doc's gonna get. So it's a little swollen, a little bloody, but it's in one piece. So that's good. The doctors have said I was very blessed to not have pieces of bone missing, it all being intact for the most part. Obviously it's a little battered and bruised, but it's all there. So I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed for how everything turned out. Granted, some may not see it as a blessing, but I'm very lucky to be in the state that I'm in for the circumstances of what happened. That's totally okay with me, because I mean, I know there's a lot of family members that have been affected by this that weren't directly involved,